Have you been losing a lot of hair? Have you noticed your hair thinning out? Or maybe it's not growing as quick as it was before. Or maybe you're literally pulling out a lot of your hair, having patches of your hair missing. If you are dealing with this, stay tuned in this video. I am going to share what I did to shift and change this. Hello, my beautiful people. Thanks so much for stopping by my channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Goretti and I'm the counselor at Butterfly Project. So I know this is kind of an interesting video, and the reason I'm doing this video is because I suffered from some severe hair loss. You guys probably don't think that I did, but believe me, I did. Sorry for that. I just had to adjust the lighting. So I went through a period of time up until recently, and you may not have noticed it, but I had lost a ton of hair. I was getting really anxious and stressed out about it. I had patches of hair missing, and then I had a ton of hair in the front, like patches missing. It looked like I was starting to go bald, and I didn't understand why. Like, I don't have anybody in my family that has these issues, and even, my own mother, who's, like, quite a bit older than me, right? Has no issues with thinning hair. So I didn't understand this, but it's not just me. I noticed that a lot of people over the last few years have been complaining, like people that are even younger than me. Women typically don't necessarily have balding issues as much as males do, and I've noticed that women have been complaining about it a lot more over the years, especially in the last like 2-3 years. And so I won't get into what I think is going on there, but I can say in my own personal situation, one of the number one things, and I didn't really want to accept this, but one of the number one things really that causes hair loss is stress. Also, the other thing is, having a baby, right? And it does take time for your body to kind of heal from that. It takes, 2 or 3 years. So I did have a baby, for just over 4 years ago. And I'm like, but why am I losing even more hair now? Like, my body should be better. Well, I went through a tremendous amount of stress in my life, a lot of chaos and upheaval in the last few years, including having a baby. And although my life has been very peaceful and joyful in a lot of ways, over the last couple years, I didn't understand why I was still losing hair, and it was coming out even more at a more rapid pace. So I didn't understand why. And so I started using a lot of different, hair growth products and things like that. Sorry, guys. And what I noticed is this is what happened. My hair is coming in full force. I have got so much hair growing. It's kind of ridiculous. And not just in the front of my hair, but like my whole head. And I've gotten confirmation from, my daughter who does my hair, and so hair's just growing like crazy. I keep getting haircuts every few weeks, and my hair keeps growing and growing, and I'm like, what is going on? And so taking a look back, I noticed a few different things that I did that I believe truly affected this. So don't waste your money on all of the hair growth products. I tried a bunch of them. They really did not work for me. Okay, maybe they work for you, but they did not work for me. I spent a lot of money on things, didn't work. The only thing that I found was helpful that I really did like was using a blend of essential oils, that I, created. I had purchased some before, but I did create some of my own. And I use those, on the front of my scalp. But also this was helpful to massage, my head, because any kind of, massaging or stimulation that we have on our scalp is really helpful. So one thing was my daughter was going through hairstyling school, and she needed a model for a lot of things. And I also wanted to go in and got her to do my hair a few different times. Well, all of that extra, kind of, scalp massages and stimulation to the scalp, right? Like all that, the hairstyling and all that kind of stuff on kind of a regular basis, I would say over the last 4 months was huge. So that's the number one thing. Is the other thing was using products that don't have toxins in them, but I've been using those for years. So using really good non-toxic products on your hair is important. Regularly, doing scalp stimulation, so that could be head massages, styling your hair, things like that, combing your hair, all of that is really helpful. I only washed my hair once a week. Washing it less does help. Okay, so washing it once a week. Now these things are kind of more directly to the hair and the scalp and things like that. But what I found to be the most crucial thing for my success in getting my hair to start growing back fully has been, about my physical and mental health. So sleep, getting proper sleep as an adult, minimum of 7 to 8 hours a night of good quality sleep. Okay, making sure, mask on, no lights throughout the night, not watching things just before bed. So 20 minutes to half an hour before bed, no electronics, right? I would meditate though. I would listen to meditations as I fall asleep for different, things that I do. But no electronics. Okay, like looking at it because of the light. Lights out half an hour before I'm doing meditation, that kind of thing. You could read if you want. But I found that meditations really helped for me to have a better sleep. So sleeping more, right? So paying attention to that. The other one was stress. Reducing my stress level to as little as possible. Okay, and that's going to be different for everybody what that looks like for you. But for me, reducing my stress level was huge. The other piece, okay, so sleep, stress, and then nutrition. And with nutrition, not just what I was eating, but also taking my vitamins. And what I found the most, and you guys, I'm not a doctor, so make sure you talk to your doctor. So I'm not giving you guys medical advice on here. I'm just a counselor, right? But for me, taking the B vitamins, especially B12, vitamin D was the key factor for me. Okay. Yes, I take collagen, I take biotin, things like that, but that didn't really make a difference. What started making a difference was when I upped my vitamin D and made sure I took it consistently. It didn't take long, you guys. I'm talking about like a couple months, okay? Maybe 6 weeks before I started to notice a difference. So sleep, increasing your sleep, better sleep, reducing your stress level, like that is like, each of these are key. Reducing stress level to as little as possible. And then nutrition, making sure you're taking your vitamins. So multivitamin, but you guys, the most important one for me was truly the vitamin D. B12 as well was really good too, but it was the vitamin D. Okay, because there was a period of time there I wasn't taking, my B vitamins, but that is important. But the vitamin D seemed to be like the key factor. And then also with nutrition, just a more balanced diet and ensuring that I did have proper protein as well as fats. And I'm talking about healthy fats. Okay. So things like olive oil, and, nuts and seeds, those kind of fats. Okay. I'm not talking about, greasy burger fat. Okay. So really, really healthy fats, but, to a minimum, avocados, things like that. A little bit, but also making sure you're having your protein and having that mix of like carbs and vegetables and protein and that. And I wasn't having huge portions of protein, but we do need to have that. So some protein, you have to have some fat every day. And then of course, the bulk of my meals were, mostly plant-based as much as possible. Okay. So as whole foods as possible. All right. So that's what I did, and it really, really worked. And I'm telling you guys, the products on the hair didn't do it. This is what did it. Okay. So increasing your sleep, reducing your stress level, and then making sure you're having the proper nutrition, especially your vitamins and especially vitamin D, if you're able to have it based on your health. All right, so check with your doctor first, as always. All right, my loves, I hope this was helpful for you. Thanks so much for being here. I really enjoyed doing this for you today. And don't forget to do all the things like, share this video with anybody you think it might be helpful for. Comment down below. Love hearing from you guys. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here. I would absolutely love to have you here as part of this ever-growing butterfly community. And also don't forget to hit that bell icon so you get notified of new videos when I post them. And if you would like to work with me, as always, I do have my information in the description box below. All right, my loves, I wish you all peace, love, and light until next time. Bye-bye.